Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich mod. We are the Kingdom of Canada, and we are not giving up any territory that we've taken, apparently. We are finally sort of getting around to prepping the reinvasion of Great Britain here. Hopefully we can do this before any, like, real wars break out anywhere. There's, like, this one that we're still a part of. But I don't think there's really anything else going on. There's somewhere you can get a list of current wars. There we go. I don't know if any of these are mega super substantial. I don't think so. I don't know if there's an easy way to, like, rank these based on number of countries or manpower or something. I don't know. Anyway, civilian factories finishing up. I think, well, I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna build a bunch of military factories. I may want to get some radar stations out at some point. So they're still only level 1. I mean, we could get them started. No, I think it makes sense. We're going to get more military factories going on. We're going to take advantage of, wow, that is some infrastructure going on here. We're going to queue up a good number of them throughout here. Get them really building up. Fantastic. I think a bunch of repairs jobs just got finished up is what's going on. Excuse me. Anything we'd like to do infrastructure-wise? I think it might be a good idea to get this up to 6 in case we do go after the United Mexican States, because of course they're syndicalists. That'll also help us set up a bit of an infrastructure highway going along the south here to get some supplies out. You know, I might want to just do something kind of like that, get a series of level 6 infrastructure to pour all the way down, just, you know, to keep the route kind of consistent-ish. That's going to be okay. Ooh, we could probably build a bunch of industry in the in the southwest over here too. You're capped out. Yeah, okay. I think that's a pretty good queue. And that's going to be fine. So, I've redistributed a lot of the Navy. I've reorganized a few things. First of all, the Atlantic Fleet, I've split into 2. The old Atlantic Fleet is patrolling right over here, and then the new one is patrolling out here. We don't actually have access to the sea... What is this sea zone called? The Denmark Strait over here. But that's going to be okay. So, Greenland... downfall in stability, as expected. We'll drop down to average stability. We found oil in Alaska! We can fund the exploitation of the oil field by spending manpower, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, let's just do it, get access to more. I mean, not like we're short on oil, to be honest. Now, one of the things is we don't have that much manpower from the United States, because it is non-core population. That could have been the one thing if we had gone and just made these puppets, is they would get to take advantage of all their manpower in a way that we really can't. I want to get the Night Watchman to get the free tech, and then we're going to do the secure the North Atlantic thing. So, that might have been a thing. Again, I'm a little leery about exactly how functional these guys would have been. So, we're going to be a lighter on manpower sort of setup, which is always a little bit my downfall. So we'll see how that goes. But our infrastructure base is going to be huge. So we're definitely going to want to go fairly strongly mechanized as much as possible. Make up for, you know, lack of manpower by having particularly well-equipped troops, if at all possible. Now, that may or may not be relevant for the time of the invasion of Great Britain here. They have, like, no military troops, though. We really want to speed this up, probably. Iron Guard Romania on the Danubian Federation. Iron Guard Romania is here. Oh, right here. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. Commune of France Italian Federation. Looks like just one long name. Sultanate of Egypt. Plenty of fighting going on over here. Who is it that we're at war with over here? Diplomacy map mode. Ah. Turkestan Khanate, who's actually in a war with a lot of people. Offensive and defensive wars. And there's a little thin border over here, which is probably why it's not much is happening. Of course, those mountains and everything make everything very, very, very slow. So, we're training up a whole bunch of people, including some Marines. Tech is going. E.M. Remarque Führerreich. Famous writer, lost generation of poets. Oh, it's some sort of fantasy. Oh, it's an alt history tale. Oh, in this timeline, Theodore Roosevelt and his Bull Moose Party win the 1912 American presidential election, leading to an American entry in the Weltkrieg, and thus an Entente victory. What? A defeat in partially occupied Germany is gripped by constant economic and political crises, witnesses the defeat of the whites in the Russian Civil War, and is coup by a bitter and extremely nationalist Adam Dressler and his German Workers' Party, who followed the ideology of people's socialism. So some sort of Potsy party, which is an extreme version of national populism. The novel ends with the beginning of a three-sided war between Dressler's New Reich, the Western Entente, and a Soviet Russia led by Sergei Kirov. Huh. While many criticize it for flaws in historical logic, Remark defends his tale, saying something like this could have happened in another universe. What a childish fantasy. I love those events. Another downfall in stability. We're now in low stability over here. It should bounce back. Oh yeah, I was gonna maybe not go and get started on another national focus. That's the word. Ukraine on Romania, just to get us back up to positive stability here, because yeah, we did definitely take a big hit by eating these guys up. Now, shortly before we actually annexed the U.S. proper, we did go and what did we pass? The industrial company over here or something like that, so we could have saved ourselves a lot of political power to do this. If I had realized we were going to eat 300 political power, I would have saved up a wee bit more. It is a very, very important mechanic in this game. Now, I'm worried our stability is going to drop even lower here, and I'm worried that that's going to lead to really nasty bad events. So maybe this was a mistake right from the start. We'll see. We'll see. Now, we do have some army experience. We could do some more tweaks, because we do actually have some equipment now. I could also go and do a new variant of some of our units, but I think I'm going to wait until the next thing breaks out. Now, I could get a lot more excavation here. We got the 20% discount, which is nice, and we do produce a lot of goods, so we could trade a lot more with it. We're about to get this. I don't know. I don't think we've got to rush that. I don't think we've got to rush this. What about our tanks? Oh, yeah, we need to get started on our medium tank tech. Good gosh. In fact, what I'll probably do is go right up to the Ram after this. We'll go ahead of time, get the Tier 2 medium tanks, and perhaps use that as a bit of a background. More wars breaking out. It would not surprise me if some of these people start to factionalize a little bit more and things start to merge up in kind of a bit of a scary way. What about atomic research? Let's do it. Although we do get later on nuclear reactor construction speed, research for nuclear technology. We'll see. Oh, Treaty of Kiev. Many wars going all over. Oh, we got some free dockyards. Interesting. Subs, destroyers. Oh, our capital ship's finished. Okay, we'll build another battleship too. And you're going to be added to the North Atlantic Fleet when you build. I do want to research probably some more carrier techs. Carriers are very good. Iron Guard Romania has capitulated. That was fast. The Danubian Federation. So they declared war on the Danubian Federation, but I guess some more people jumped in on them afterwards. We can deploy some units. What units are these that are ready to deploy? Mostly the militia brigade. They don't have a location. I guess we'll just do that. So they will deploy automatically. Yeah. And if we take a look at these guys need 24 divisions in all, which means if I add 11 to them, they're going to be at exactly the number they need to guard the East Coast, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Do we have more unassigned divisions? Oh, proper infantry. Here, let's just go and stick you in there. That's going to be fine. Are there more? Oh, yeah. There you go. The shift click. I'm so happy they added that shift click thing to grab all the unassigned divisions in one go. The Night Watchman. Okay, so now I'm going to stop. There we go. We get Decimeter Radar for free. I'm going to stop with the national focuses for now, just so that we can accrue political power a little bit faster. I'm really worried if we lose more stability, things get to be quite poor. Okay, so I'm okay on this right now. I'm okay to wait. Well, 90 days to research. You know what? No, I think the sooner we get this, the sooner we get that discount, it actually will work out nicely. Marines level 2 are done. We're not going to use the mountain infantry yet. I mean, there is the Scottish Highlands, but I don't think it's going to be significant enough that we're going to want to dedicate to creating mountain troops. One thing to check out under naval. Okay. 1940 for this, which does let us do more crafts at 40. I don't know, 10's plenty. We can probably get some discounts for the ships artillery. That's what we want to do. We want to get the next tier artillery here. Get the 10% discount from the shared whatchamacallits, so that's going to be A-okay. So one of the things, okay, one of the things that I would do is I would like to get a Prince of Terror, because that does give you more, more manpower from non-core provinces. I just don't know if there's a category that gives you that, like in this particular mod. Because that was something that was added in a patch in the base game. A lot of these have, like, lower recruitments. I'm just worried about manpower long term. Recruitable population factor 5%. See, I think we can replace this guy because I don't think he gives us useful modifiers. So we'll have to take a look once we've got points, obviously. For now, we'll just have to rely on our actual Canuckians. Oh yeah, no national focus yet. We got to get this positive. Crying out loud. Ooh, Central American War. Help for anti-syndicalist countries. Yeah, absolutely. Can't be neutral about this. Mexico? So it costs us manpower. So Central America is syndicalist. Okay. Mexico's not actually in the list, presumably because they flipped to syndicalist, so that makes sense. So the United Provinces. Yeah. I think we got to go and do this. So we'll spend the manpower. Presumably they get some sort of, maybe they get bonus manpower, they get some other like national modifier that's going to help them out. Deploy units. That's the motorized brigades. We're going to get you to deploy over here. Oh, it's not you actually. Could be the Marines. So we'll just let them auto-deploy and then we'll add them to whatever. Mongolian Khanate on some people. Okay, well, it's not anything I think I'm going to get involved in. So there we go. We've got a 10 Marine division. We're going to get y'all... I guess it doesn't matter so much where you leave from. Probably just leave from the naval base in Halifax. Strategically redeploy there and do some exercise to get your skills up once you get there. We could probably, yeah, I don't know, it might be fine to just leave these guys here. At least we're not getting any green troops. God, I really want to do another national focus because I want to start securing the North Atlantic. That being said, we are still, I'm certain, producing our backlog of infantry equipment too. It's the AR Model 3, I think, is the new one. Yeah, so we've got no storage. So we're still getting all the upgraded gear put out there, so that's going to be okay. Dispersed support. We definitely want the next level here for our stronger artillery, which is going to be swell. This is the Mark 1, or the first medium tank. So we'll want to wait until the one after that. But yeah, we do have all the things for all the heavies and whatever. I mean, the heavies are great as a support for like infantry, as a way to just add a lot of hardness to their defense. But I really like medium tank divisions for the bulk of our movement, like medium tanks with mechanized, not motorized, but mechanized infantry to give them organization is pretty swell. Now, I still have more militia brigades coming out. Yes, I do. Excellent, because we still want to pad out some of these things. Oh, now we're going. Commune of France declares war on the German Empire. Now shit is going down. And of course, I mean, I would give my backing to the Germans here in this Second World War because they're fighting against the syndicalists, which is weird. But the Second Weltkrieg. The Weltkrieg is universally agreed to have been the most horrible war in human existence, but it appears that even greatest nightmares cannot deter man's lust for blood. After numerous political struggles and periods of political tension, the uneasy peace between Germany and France is broken down. These two superpowers are now mobilizing their armies and preparing for a conflict never before seen to the human eye. The military developments of the interwar will be put to the ultimate test. New types of weapons, planes, artillery, ships, and tanks will see their first usage in the battlefield. But who will emerge victorious? That is a question none can answer. War is hell. Now, I suspect that, yeah, you guys are in the same faction. So Union of Britain will be going into the war. And, of course, it also means if I declare war on the Union of Britain, I will be declaring war on, you know, the entire Third International. And we'll see what kind of impact that has on when we end up doing. But that's all right. Okay, got the level 2. I mean, anyway, I just like queuing up both at the same time. A little less clicking. We're going to do this, get a little bit more vision over this particular strait over here. And get a few places up and down the coast just to help some of our ships spot a few things. I suspect, actually, we're going to want a full set of radar along the Mexican states because there might be some warring there later on. I think it's okay that we don't have that. Let's get one on... Let's get a couple on Vancouver Island. And maybe way out here as well. Get a little bit more awareness and a little bit more vision. So scattered up a little bit, but it'll give us a little bit of overlap onto the seas, which is going to be swell. Outdated equipment in production is our artillery, because we have the 25-pounders now. Bam. We're going to do that. One line is probably enough if it's allowed to come up to full speed and whatnot. We're almost in 40. We could go and get the next boost. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to start getting some of these anti-tank guns, which I haven't used a lot in the past. And I don't know how many tanks we're actually going to face, but it does add extra attack. Now, most of it, I think, is hard attack as opposed to soft, so I don't know exactly how critical it is. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to fold in the anti-tank stuff going forward. So this war, the first starts of our next offensive will be fought with light tanks still. Our light tank divisions, I think they're going to be swell, but we will try to go a little bit more mechanized as we go forward. We do have some trees for that. Okay. Batavian Commune has capitulated. And yeah, right now we've got a huge penalty to this, and the consumer goods going up is a bit of a problem. At least we're not going to go any more negative. I mean, I assume there's worse than low. Yeah, disaster. Very low into disaster. So we should be able to avoid that, thank goodness. Improved computing machine. Oh yeah, for the discounted stuff. I don't think I'm going to rush into the decryption encryption stuff right now. That's going to be okay. I don't think we need to rush into the tier 3 radar, although it wouldn't be the worst. Oh, these new support companies would be good. You know what? It's just too important. The recon and the engineering, these are just too key. They just make all your troops fight so much better. Unassigned divisions. What you got here? Y'all are going to go to my West Coast group over here, which now has 27. That's probably more than it needs. Oh, it only needed 12. Well, shit. 24 over here. So, okay. Whoa. What? First of all, you are going to go into gold. And then we're going to grab a handful of you. I'm not actually counting here, but it's probably fine. And you're going to get added to the Mexican front. We'll probably change you up. So 13. Okay. So one, you know what? Nope. Let's do that completely. We're going to do that. You're just here to keep an eye on this front. And we'll probably pull people out of this group here and move you into... you know, garrisoning or something of these lands at some point. But for now, you can just chill, just in case they decide to get crazy. Now, you're not part of the Third International, right? Okay, good. Okay, still no focus set. It hurts not to have a focus. As soon as we become positive, I'll start researching again. We won't go up as quickly, but we'll still be going up, and that's hopefully going to be okay. Again, we might get another event that causes us to have some negative points, but it's going to be fine. You are totally done training, so you're good. I'm not going to stress about you. You're going to be fine. Okay. I know there's not a whole heck of a lot going on right now, but I'm still okay with how things are going. So you're training up here. I think there are still some tweaks to be done to these divisions. Are there not? Support anti-tank. So, yeah, mostly you just get a lot of anti-tank power. I don't know how much tankage we're going to run into. Wait, it's actually... what? It's going to bring down my piercing? I don't understand. What? So right now my piercing is 4.7. So if I were to go and put in support anti-tanks, it... What? 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 Why do I get worse at fighting tanks? All it does, it adds a little bit of hit point. Doesn't matter that much. You lose organization, which is often more important. It uses up more manpower, uses up anti-tank equipment, and actually makes my division worse. Are those just anti-tank stuff I captured? Because I don't actually have my own here. Maybe it's something weird because I haven't actually unlocked that equipment myself and it's not using the right numbers or something. We'll see what happens when you get there. Okay, medium. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start. I know it's way ahead of time, but I'm going to start researching this ASAP. We're still gonna get it nice and early and be able to start development sooner than people might expect. And I really, once we hit the continent, I'm going to be wanting to fight there with medium tank divisions that are backed with self-propelled artillery and all that kind of jazz. Okay. There's literally no demands to make. Okay. We can do another national focus here. So, oh, we can't actually go any further. Oh, because we need to go down here. So, infrastructure, good. Free factories, good. All this, very good. The discounts to tech, but I really want to go into secure the North Atlantic. I want to, like, see what we can do with stuff over there. I should actually, these airplanes over here, I want to go and just trash you. We'll redeploy you somewhere else after. Civil War in South Africa. The former British Dominion in South Africa has descended into chaos. The pro-British provinces of Cape and Natal, as well as Rhodesia, battle with the Afrikaner-dominated Orange Free State and Transvaal for control of the country in what is now being referred to as the Fourth Boer War. Should we send aid to the pro-Entente Federalists, or should we stay out of it? Oh, we'd lose some more frickin' political power. I mean, we are in the Entente. You know what? Let's do it. Send it to the Federalists. Old Guard retires. Our officer corps is getting quite old. Many younger officers are afraid these men aren't able to keep up with the rigors and routines of modern warfare. Should we gently ask some of the men to enjoy a well-deserved retirement? Yes, they can't help us any longer. Lose experience, gain political power. Or the other way around. You know what? I know it's a little crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and do this for the political power. I want a little bit of a buffer, and I do want to change some of our policies soon. Okay, this is our first tier anti-tank weapon. So what I want to do right first, before I figure out the next research, is take another look over here and say, if I were to add this in, okay, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's weird that it was going to let us add an anti-tank company, despite not having the tech. I don't think that was available from the start of the game. I assume it's because we captured some. And I'm betting that the numbers it was showing here was just based on our tech level, which would have been 0. But I'm willing to bet they would have taken the best gear out of our stockpile and actually been stronger than it looked like. So if we do this, I mean, we do add, like, mostly we're just adding a lot of piercing. Like, whether or not that'll come in critically or not, we'll see. It does add a little bit more soft attack and the hard attack as well. So soft attack is against soft armor. Hard attack is against hard attack. Like, infantry is mostly just soft. So, is there a way to see their split here? I don't remember. I think it's just by type. You should be able to see a percentage of... Oh, right over here. Hardness versus softness. You can see here 100% softness. So if you're attacking someone who's pure infantry, your hard attack does nothing. It's only the soft. But we are getting a little bit more. And if we do run into anyone who's using any kind of armor, it's going to be that. I guess it's going to be fine. I don't usually do it because I'm mostly all about the soft because it is the biggest thing. But I was watching some other people and they like to do it. So I'm like, you know what the hell? Let's go ahead and do that. Although I suspect... Yeah, right, of course. I just ruined all our divisions here. This is fine. Because now we have to start producing Towed anti-tank. Probably just the one line. I'm going to make it a relatively higher priority as some of these factories finish. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I was going to say it probably isn't going to ruin the efficiency of the artillery over here because a lot of these factories were only newly added there. So we didn't really lose any production efficiency. We just transferred the factories over to there, and that's going to be okay. We've got insufficient resources. We're slightly shy on rubber. Only 3 down, though, so I'm not going to worry about trading for the 3. Anyway, with that in mind... Okay, so this will add a lot more hard attack, piercing, no more soft. I may not prioritize this as much as some others. We are almost in 40. I'm going to go ahead and start this, so our actual proper artillery, which is key, is going to be stronger, and that's really nice. All right. Central America won that. The Syndicalists won it. It's not great. Honestly, it's bad. But hey, we're going to get some stuff back out of it. Because the Central American won. The Syndicalists... Yeah, there's definitely a Syndicalist threat. How's South America? Yeah, we may have to, like, to secure the Panama Canal, we may want to push down here. It'll be really interesting to see if these guys start to join faction. I mean, if I declare war on them, I'm betting they join a faction instantly. But I may still prioritize taking Great Britain first. So we are securing the North Atlantic now. We're going to see how that goes. We've got these divisions in place. I don't know where the gold group is. I'm going to go ahead and get you to move it up to Boston. We should have plenty of supply over there, and there's a port there, so you can move out of it a little faster. And we're going to keep the dark blue over here. We do have a naval base over here. It's not very high level, but we could do an invasion from out of there. I don't think it makes much of a difference, because we should have proper control over everything in the sea here when we go after Denmark. Assuming that we have to. They may have a decision to just cede this stuff to me. And then there's Ireland as well, is what the other thing we're looking at. So we'll have to make a decision about what order. Mostly what we're doing right now is we're prepping the war machine. We're not producing carrier fighters. We do have one in the queue, but we're not producing them yet. We could build some more synthetic rubber factories. Well, synthetic factories, but the problem is we have tons of oil. And that's mostly what you get out of... What am I looking for? Right over here. That's mostly what you get out of it. And it's like, well, that would be kind of silly. We actually do extract a bit. We could shut down our export laws. Well, it's Caribbean Federation, which is fine. Empire Japan declares war on the Russian state. Really? They go all the way to here. That's very interesting. I mean, in this like right now, we're happy about more wars everywhere. Chaos is a ladder, I once heard someone say, and that's definitely what we're looking to take advantage of. I suppose green. Oh, because these are newly minted troops, and then I made a change to their division templates, so they broke. I could be nice if there was an easy way to split these based on experience. You know, because we could train everyone up. It would, and again, the people who are already regular. Why does it keep resetting my scroll? That's annoying. The people who are already regulars would just generate experience, so that's still fine. But we may as well save a little bit of equipment. So we're gonna just train these guys up. What the heck? Secure the North Atlantic is done. So that adds a bunch of coastal forts. We also get an event, naval exercise. I can't go treaty here. Why? Oh, because we're not protecting them yet. Okay, we're gonna demand these possessions. 70 days. Okay. With the international situation deteriorating, it is imperative that we demonstrate our strength and exercise the right of free passage in the Atlantic. This and the Admiralty have scheduled an extensive array of fleet maneuvers and war games in the North Atlantic. How shall we proceed? Large exercise. Oh, we get to choose. Britain, Ireland, North Sea, American coast. No need to rattle our sabers. North Sea, so German Empire. The United States doesn't like it. Union of Britain. It's right over here. Britain and Ireland. Screw those guys. Well, Ireland, you know, not screw them. We want to be friends. We want to, like, impress them with our display. Got a 30% discount to shock and awe over here. Tank and armor variant breakthrough. Yeah, we don't have a ton of it, but we're gonna keep going down the ground doctrine stuff for sure. We are at 151 political power now, so we can actually start making changes. Again, this one here, I think, isn't quite so critical, although we do have a lot of options. God damn, there's a lot of shit to read here. It'd be nice to filter this in some way. Justify war goal. AI modifier, focus on offense. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that if an AI country has these ministers, they do something differently. So it's really that second thing that starts to matter. I can sort of ignore part of it. More decryption, actually. It's like one of the only things I'm seeing useful in this particular category. The trade deal opinion might be relevant later on. Now, this is the foreign minister. What else we got? Economy minister, security minister. Maybe this one's got... Okay, so there's a recruitable population. You get more political power with all these, which is nice. Less consumer goods. So, I mean, I like that. Gordon Graydon might be an option here. I was still hoping for, like, recruitable pop from non-cores, which is really what we're looking for. Less resistance is kind of decent there. Okay, George Stevenson. So what do we have right now? We have cheaper strategic bombers or more resource gain, more recruitable population, more factory output. I mean, that's huge, right? George Stevens. It's another one of the same guys, but different faction. Or this one here. I guess we'll take... I don't know. I guess we'll take this one. Authoritarian Democrat. Might not be quite as far as some others. So, if I do this, I've currently got 982 manpower. Alright, a little bit more. But yeah, it's the non-core stuff that would be nice to tweak. Increase in stability. Hooray! Thank goodness. Average stability. That's a pretty substantial change to do there. I think average stability comes back by itself. If we want to go back to good, I'm going to have to spend points on it. Okay, I guess we're going to have to put a cut in here. Hopefully I've done vaguely some good decisions along the way. I don't know. Again, we're not planning on declaring on Mexico right now because they don't have that many resources. We wouldn't gain as much from taking them in the short term. Again, our concern is to go back over here. I suspect once we take this over, I might even add them as core provinces, but probably only once the war ends. So we'll have to see exactly how that goes. You guys are starting to get trained up, so we're going to keep you going. Well, thank you very much for watching. We're almost done on Navy experience. I don't think we're researching a new type of ship. So we might just actually let it sit here until we finally do unlock another ship type. Maybe go straight to like Carrier 3 or some damn thing like that. But it might be worth doing a quick pass on our destroyers, because we're still planning on building a fair number of them. All right, now I have the destroyers getting added directly to Pacific Fleet. I'd say that's enough, because this has gotten smashed down quite a bit. I think there was some little skirmishes, but now I'm pretty satisfied with that amount of vessels. We're just going to guard our coast over here on patrol. I don't think we've got any subs over here, and I don't think I particularly care about doing anything. So what I'll probably do is just switch over. The subs are set to auto right now, which I'm not sure I want. You know what? I'll have them add to some sort of existing submarine squadron, and we'll probably do a split after. But yeah, these destroyers, I'm going to get you to add to the North Atlantic Fleet for now, and we'll probably, again, do some splits on those later on. Okay, thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.